YouTube, this is sjm4306 back with another review video. And this time we're reviewing something a little bit different. It's a flame atmosphere speaker. I believe the manufacturer is Tesoorda or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced. Anywho, so this looked actually a little bit different. So yes, it's a Bluetooth speaker, but it has an interesting flame effect, and I kind of want to see if the flame effect dances with the music, because that would be really cool. I believe it retails for about like 45 bucks ish. There is a 5% off coupon right now as of the filming of this, but you know, who knows how that works. You can also buy a 2-pack of this for like, I think it was like 70 or 80 bucks. So if you needed these outdoors, I guess you could get them. But yeah, you can see here, fire symbol, light symbol, music symbol, battery symbol, phone symbol, IP65 shield symbol. Okay. Here we can see it uses a Bluetooth 5.1. Distortion rate less than or equal to 10%. That clearly is going to be dependent on the volume, obviously. Transmission distance with 2S, distance, is greater than 10 meters? Greater than or equal to 10. What? No. So that it can go infinite. This can transmit infinitely, according to this box. Signal to noise ratio greater than or equal to 70 decibels. Horn parameters, I guess I mean speaker. So frequency response, interestingly enough, goes down to 50 hertz, not 20 hertz, which is usually the general audio range that humans can hear. It looks like it uses a 52 millimeter driver, that's 4 ohms, 10 watts. Has a 5 volt, 1 amp power supply. Uses Type-C for charging, the charging interface. 10 watt output power, and product size in millimeters if you guys want to know. Other side, not really anything interesting. Other side, not really anything interesting. Top looks like the top of the unit. Okay, I see what they're going for there. Bottom is blank. Let's just get this open. So right off the bat, pretty well packed. I like the use of foam to protect things in shipping. We have an accessory box. We have the unit itself, which is some more foam at the bottom, and that's about it. Like to say that this is very lantern-y looking, so if that's your aesthetic, then it should fulfill that. Let's look what's in this goodie box first. So it has a couple of rods, 2 rods in fact, and a stake, so you can just plop this down on the ground and use this like that. Coupler piece, some brackets, like an S-hook thing if you want to hang it up. Some drywall anchors, some Phillips head screws, a USB-C cable, which, let's do the length test. This guy is about like 1.5 feet, 2 feet, so decent length on that. Does feel kind of cheap, but I have drawers full of USB-C cables now. It was a problem at once when USB-C first started being a thing. I didn't have enough cables. Now I have tons, so always can use more though. And last but not least, we have some sort of, there's a bolt in there, and it goes through this other side. I guess this is to screw into the bottom, so it looks like this has like a 1/4 inch threaded mount on the bottom that this screws into, then this attaches to the stakes. And these look like they are plastic ABS, it looks like, but they are glossy, so there's protective film on them. Fair enough. Apparently if you have 2 speakers, that's why they sell a 2-pack, is you can actually like pair them and then use them as stereo left and right speakers. Yeah, there you go, that's how you construct it. There's a warranty card. Let's see how many warranty, 1-year warranty. There you go. It's nice to see that it is IP65 water and dust resistant. So I say resistant because nothing is fully proof. It's always resistant. Anywho, let's move this stuff out of the way. And here's the unit. So we have very nice rubber. Wow, already turned on. Jeez. So yeah, very nice, like backlit rubberized buttons. I believe they're backlit. Maybe if I actually turn it on. Yep, they light up white, and it's obviously in pairing mode. That's what's flashing. But yeah, that looks really nice. This, at least this part so far feels very high quality. There is like a, yep, it swings out. There's two hex bolts to like use this to hang from the top, or I guess you could just use this like a handle. And it just fits over there. You can push it down to the back. It has this like chromed accent sort of pattern along the side there. It's ABS plastic. This is rubber, obviously, and this is probably metallized plastic. We have like a fake kind of chain link mesh fence sort of thing going on there. But this is all plastic, obviously. It's just molded to look like that. We have the inner part, which I can see the speaker is actually down firing from the top. And there's like an inverted cone so that it spreads the sound out like 360 degrees when the actual sound waves hit that cone thingy. And the rest is this opaque kind of white plastic, and that's what the flame effects. And that's what the flame effects are going to be coming out of. There is a vented porthole here. We have a rubber flap over the USB-C port, and it is recessed a little bit, but the hole is wide enough that I don't think you'll have any trouble fitting any cord in there. But this rubber bung is actually quite thick, so they are taking kind of water resistance / waterproofing seriously. So there's that. There's a rubber pad on the bottom, so non-skid, and like I said, that screw tap hole. And there is a little bit of a lip on the bottom so it doesn't sit directly on the rest of it. Yeah, so far I'm pretty impressed with the build quality. And we shall turn this on. So the flame effect is independent of the speaker, which is kind of making me think maybe it won't do the whole dancing while the music's playing to the beat. Though that would have been really cool. But we'll see. So yeah, it looks like so far it's using kind of the similar cyclical pattern. Yeah, you can see it's like cyclical. I don't really notice any kind of super randomness, but yeah, maybe it's like a 5-second loop or something like that. But I mean, the effect is actually not horrible. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty decent. Looks pretty good. Okay, and so there's 2 modes. Well, 3 if you count off. So like I said, the lighting mode is independent of the speaker mode, and that's the center button here is for the light. So if I click it once, it goes into the flame mode where it does the dancey flames. Click it again, it just goes solid. Click it a third time, it goes off, and then it just cycles from there. So just want to show this very quickly while it's charging. So it's plugged into an outlet right now. All the lights light up red. That's a really nice touch. And I assume that when it's done charging, they either turn off or it changes color. So, but yeah, that's a really nice touch. That looks really nice, actually. Okay, so I've fully charged this up. I've used this actually a little bit. In various lighting conditions, I've used this outdoors a little bit. And here are my findings. So I guess the strength of this, if we're going to start with the pros, this is actually a pretty unique thing. I haven't seen, I mean, I don't know if they really exist or not. I haven't seen companies combine Bluetooth speakers with like firefly lantern sort of things, or whatever, artificial fire lanterns. Well, let's just get this started. And so that sort of struck me as pretty unique, and the pricing on this was pretty cheap. Build quality is really good. This thing is like solid ABS, and like there's like obviously there's flex if you press on like the chain link wire looking stuff, but along its edges like there's no flex at all. The brace is made of metal that's like never gonna fail. Everything else is like really nice strong ABS. The way it's designed, so I can only assume, but it looks like all the electronics live in the top, and everything is assembled from the bottom and slid into the top, and then the bottom brace is glued in. So if water does get in here, it's going to pull at the bottom where there's no electronics, so it's not going to damage it. The top is like pretty heavy duty feeling, this sort of rubber material, and it seems like it would do a pretty good job. It seals right up against like whatever this decorative metal ring is and the plastic. So I have a feeling that this is going to last. If you were to leave it outside in the rain, it'll survive at least a couple times. In terms of the speaker, it's hidden right up there. It's kind of hard to see. I suppose moisture, if it did get in long term, could damage that. But at least all the electronics seem to be kind of hidden in this top cap area. So from a design standpoint, that's the right way to do it. They do have a little like passive radiator on the side here, and that sort of brings me to the point. So obviously it's a small speaker. Just looking at it, it's probably like 2 inches in diameter. It does get loud. It doesn't sound amazing. I'll be honest. Let's just get that out of the way. It's a small speaker. I suppose what they're going for, especially in offering the 2-pack, is you're supposed to buy a couple of them and have them set up and sort of have them all playing at once. So would I buy this as just like an audio speaker that I leave on my dresser and I listen to every day? No, I probably would not, if I'm being honest. Would I buy this as like a party speaker that I just leave outside, or hang up outside and for ambiance and maybe listening to music while I'm doing barbecue stuff or whatever? Sure. They're pretty cheap enough. It isn't too horrible for a Bluetooth speaker that includes like a light. The light is a bit repetitive. It could have definitely used some like randomness to it. Cycle repeats like maybe about every 4 or 5 seconds ish. So it's pretty quick. It doesn't necessarily look like a real flame. I suppose it's better than nothing, but definitely could have done a bit better. It's not the worst fake flame, artificial flame, candle lighting pattern thing that I've ever seen. It's definitely not the best though, but it is like decently diffuse, especially if you just leave it on solid. It looks very nice. It looks sort of whiter in the camera. It's definitely like oranger in real life. I can see with my eyes. The surround sound aspect, because there actually is a little cone inside. You can see just about there, to redirect the sound because the speaker downfires. The 360 sound kind of dispersion works pretty well. There aren't really any hot spots. I can walk around the speaker, place it in the center of a room, walk around it, and I don't really notice any one spot that sounds like drastically worse than any other one. Obviously, the further you go out, it's a relatively small speaker, so it's not like super loud. And as for the volume, you're probably going to want to keep this like at half volume or lower, because it will start distorting if you push it too high. It's a tiny little speaker. It's not like it has like a very powerful amplifier either. So definitely, I think this would work if you're using this in either an enclosed or like a outdoor space that's less than, I would say, like 20-25 feet diameter, sort of around this, or somewhere around that. So I would say that that's kind of the most ideal use. One thing that I do really like, if you turn this on, all the buttons are backlit, and they're actually dual backlit. It'll light up red or white depending on if it's charging. So that's really nice. So you plug it in, it lights up red, and then it'll turn white once it's done. So I really like that. And they're really easy to see because this is kind of obviously aimed at using it in the dark. And so you can definitely feel the tactile nature. This center light button is like slightly depressed. It's a little bit lower. You can definitely feel your way around. Really like the big rubber foot. Is like really nicely secured. Doesn't feel like it's going to peel off anytime soon. Has a threaded insert, so you can either, it comes with a lot of accessories. You can either comes with a hook, like an S hook, to hook the top of this lanyard thing. You can put that down, set it on a table. It comes with like a ground spike. You can, with like a decent length rod, it's like 2 of them that connect, that'll bring this like at least 3 feet off the ground ish, like 2 to 3 feet. And it has this tripod mount. You could hook this up to like a camera stand if you wanted to. And so like it comes with decently useful accessories to use this for like outdoor parties and whatnot. I really like that, especially given the price. I'm pretty impressed with that. I like that the USB flap here, it's USB-C, which thank you, first off. Number two, it is slightly recessed, so that's actually pretty nice. There's a big rubber seal that goes in here that closes up, so if you were to leave this outdoors, it's not going to get ruined like super easily, like if they didn't have it covered at all. And also being recessed definitely helps. So yeah, I think overall there's a lot of design considerations that go into this that they obviously thought a lot about making a product that wasn't absolute crap. For the most part, I think they did a pretty good job given the limitations of the size of this. Obviously, you're not gonna, if you're buying this to like replace your Bose speaker or something, that's obviously not the purpose of this. But yeah, if you're gonna throw like a lot of outdoor parties, you can grab a 2-pack of these and that'll be plenty enough for like a relatively small gathering of people. And just to, share playing like a YouTube video or whatever, this would actually kind of be cool for like maybe setting up a projector outside and like watching a movie during the summer with like a small group of friends. That would definitely be suitable for this. Definitely not get too loud so that you piss off your neighbors either. So I guess all that's left is let's connect this to my phone and play some demo audio. Okay, so we're connected. It is called AJ200. Took me a second to remember. I have so many devices. I have like 30 or 40 devices paired to my phone right now. So I really wish that they just chose a name that was like Bluetooth Lantern or something, lamp, whatever, just to make it easier to find. But yeah, I had no issues connecting to it other than me forgetting what the name of it was and having to search through my list. But yeah, let's start up YouTube and I will look at one of my videos on my channel. Let's just play my channel trailer here. So this is actually max volume. And good thing is the transport controls do control the phone itself. For instance, if I play pause and volume, obviously. So yeah, it sounds decent for given the size, but definitely not like a massive amount of bass or anything. Definitely does better at the higher frequency stuff. And if we just go and play just one of my videos. The engraving machine, because I found one of these cheap 3018 desktop CNC kind of machines for an unbelievable price for under. So yeah, overall pretty happy with audio quality in general considering the price and the size of it. One thing that I think would have been really cool is you have this LED strip here with like multiple segments. Have a third mode. So obviously they have the fake flame mode. They have solid lit and then off. Add an extra mode where it acts as like a view meter. So depending on the volume of the music that you're playing through, that it dances to that. That would have been really cool to add. I'm not too bothered, honestly, by that. I probably would never use that, but it'd be a neat party trick sort of thing. Yeah. So overall, huge thanks to Tesoorda, I believe that's how you pronounce the company's name, for sending this guy in for review. It's a nifty Bluetooth, artificial flame lantern light sort of thing. First one that I've seen, sort of this mashup between these two different concepts. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.